Whenever we see a movie based on time travel, we try to find an interesting theory about the movie or events. Tenet is a movie which gives little more pressure on our thinking. Fan theories always help to understand any movie. So Tenet fan theories may help understand the movie more clearly. Whether Tenet is quite complicated to understand, fan theories about it are interesting. Some of them are logical and some of them are funny. Here are some most interesting Tenet fan theory. The one who invented the algorithm. The facts about the algorithm we knew from Tenet was that a lady scientist from the future invented it, and after guessing its consequences she killed herself. The algorithm is a very powerful machine, actually more like a weapon that can destroy a timeline. Future wants to use it to destroy the past and save the future and resources. But the question is, who invented the algorithm? There was nothing revealed about it in the movie. But maybe we saw her in the movie. The lady scientist Clemence Poesy, who explained the algorithm and time inversion to the protagonist, was the one who invented the algorithm. When she explained it to the protagonist, she knew about it quite well. It is possible that the information about it she gets from her future version. In the future, she ended up her research and sent the information to her younger version either by an inverted person or thing. Or she normally carries on her research after the event and successfully invented the algorithm in the future. Neil is Max. Tenet's most interesting fan theory is Neil is Max. There are some facts about the character Neil are not ignorable. At the end of Tenet, Neil said to the protagonist, "You have a future in the past." Maybe he talked about his past, which means the protagonist from the future meets the child Neil or Max. Max's full name is Maximilian. If we backward the name, the first four letters we got are Neil. This is not strong enough to call theory, but it is also taken as a possibility. There was another reason behind the theory that Kat and Neil both are British. It seems Neil's Britishness comes from his mother Kat, and we didn't see any other British children in the movie. The cyanide pill was real. An Easter egg theory is that the cyanide pill is taken by the protagonist after the theater attack was real, but we found it fake later and put the protagonist in a coma. Sator wants to take the pill later to kill himself. So there was a possibility that the cyanide pill the protagonist took is not fake. He died as him from future version, and that is how he stops his loop. NCU. There are rumors in fans that the Interstellar, Inception, and Tenet belong to the same universe. The lady scientist from Tenet and Cobb's children. Inception is played by Clemence Poesy. This is the similarity between the movies. Though it is a childish thought. The similarity between Tenet and Interstellar is more interesting. In Interstellar, the future was no more livable for humans. The same thing we saw in Tenet, that the peoples from the future have no resources for survival, and nature is also not livable. What is a tenet of a theory? Tenet means the principle of a belief. The theory is a concept that we believe in. The tenet of a theory is the principle on which the theory is based. Our prayers to God are based on the tenet there has a God to listen to us. Is Neil Catherine's son Tenet? Fans make the theory that Neil is Kat's son. The causes are Kat and Neil both are British. The possibility is strong that the protagonist from the future has to meet the child Neil for the events, and there was no other child or British child in the movie but Max, Kat's son. Are there two Cats at the end of Tenet? Every character of Tenet who traveled in time exists in two timelines. One who was inverted and one who already existed in the past. Kat also used a time machine to kill Andre. So there were two Kat exist at that time, one who inverted and one who existed on that timeline. Is Tenet related to Batman? We saw the trailer of the Batman from DCU and Warner Brothers. Pictures. Where we are going to see Robert Pattinson as Batman. Tenet is also Warner Bros. Pictures film, so fans are interested to know, is there any connection between Tenet and Batman? The films are totally different and Tenet is not from DCU, so there was no chance to have a connection between Tenet and Batman. But maybe Warner Brothers wait with a surprise for us, who knows?